This is Resident with Adnan Catania.
Hello my friends, Welcome to the special birthday stream where we start cold and dark from Charlotte and we go into New York's LaGuardia Airport. Not a long flight, but just long enough to chat a little while. Uh, Virginia Beach, EDDA. Damn, you guys are from far away. I feel left out. I'm in New York. All right, so first things first. Batteries on. Standby power and bus transfers are on, and we can now go to ground service and get ground power, ground hydraulics, and connect. And we're now. Wait, what the fuck are you doing? Okay, so we need ground power on. It's now connected. We got seatbelt. And let's go ahead and give some air conditioner to the poor passengers because they're probably hot. We have 370 today. It's a cruising flight level. We need some hydraulics. We need some window heat. And we need some trim air, some galley lights. And we need, of course, the fuel pumps. And let's go ahead and align the IRS, Internal Revenue Service. We are currently at Kilo Charlie Lima Tango, and we're going from CLT to LaGuardia, Kilo Lima Golf Alpha. Our flight number this evening is Delta 213, and now you see the cockpit come alive. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch to the taxi and takeoff and landing camera, so you can join the action. Boomba, like this. There you go. Motion platform is now on. 38, right? That is correct, my friend. Thank you so much for the happy birthdays. And yes, today I become 38 years young. Because I feel like a young boy. Delta 213, as usual. We're gonna activate this and we're gonna go to the performance in it. Let's go ahead and give us a full flight. Let's go to the weight and balance and give ourselves a nice full flight. First class full. Everybody got upgraded. So the weight, everybody got upgraded tonight. First class is full. Coach is full. And the back of the plane, poor fuckers, is full. And the fuel to go from here to Charlotte, let's see, 14 pounds sounds about right. Perfect. Now we are going to go, so what else do we have to do? Oh yeah, of course, weight and balance. Okay. So our zero fuel weight today is 126.2 pounds. So 126.2 pounds. We have reserves of 2 pounds always. And our cost index is going to be 55. We're in a hurry. 370. And we're going to do takeoff 2, climb 2, flaps 5. Center of gravity is 24.6%. Well, actually, that's a good point. What's my route? Yes, she's my first child, and she is 3 months and change old. Okay, so we have alright, so basically let's go ahead and look at our flight plan. Okay, so we're gonna have the Barney 3. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, my wife and I waited a while. We had a good time. We traveled a lot. We did a lot of adventures, a lot of hiking, weird, random places, and then eventually we settled down. I think that's the way to do it. We spent like 5 years married before kids, just so we can enjoy our life, no? Before we enjoy life in a very different way. Okay, let's look at the weather here. The weather is not a factor, so we're gonna take the closest runway to us right now, which is going to be runway number map. The closest runway is gonna be runway. What the fuck is this runway right here? Runway something center. Let's see. 18 center. Oh yeah. Departure is 18 center. It will be the Barmy 3 departure with the rally transition. And then we're gonna go ahead and fill our route at Raleigh, Durham. We're going to join the Juliet 55 airway, and that will take us all the way to Hewlett Packard. Actually, that's not true. It's HPW, but I call it Hewlett Packard because that's its stock symbol, HPW. And from Hewlett Packard, we're gonna join the Juliet 191, and that's gonna take us to the Pixar transition, Pixar BOR, which is PX Papa X-Ray Tango. And then from there, we're gonna join the Corey 4 arrival, departure and arrival. We're gonna do Corey 4 PXT and runway 31 with a 2-mile final, so we could take the expressway visual runway 31. So after Proud, we're gonna go to Dials. We're gonna cross Dials at or above 2,500 as usual, and from Dials we're gonna go 0854 and Boomba. My flight plan is now complete. In this departure, we are going to fly heading of the runway heading of 183, and then we're going to be vector around. But because there is no ATC online, we're just going to go whatever the fuck we want. Now we're going to go all the way up to flight level 370. And we now want to start the APU. And now it's time for me to put my captain hat and do the infamous Nico welcome thing. Good evening, Captain Nico from the cockpit. I want to welcome you aboard flight number 213 offering non-stop service to New York LaGuardia Airport. At this time, I want you to please take your iPhones. I want you to put them on airplane mode and stick them really high up your ass until we are safely parked at the gate in LaGuardia. Just keep in mind that the flight attendants are here for your safety and not your pleasure. So they will save you if we crash, but they will not give you any foot massages. Keep that in mind. And at this time, I want you to please sit down. Flight attendants, prepare the cabin for departure. Sit the fuck down. Thank you. I know you have a choice of airlines, and I appreciate you using Delta. Yes, that's true. That is very true. I mean, why would Matt Davis lie? Yes, I can confirm that that is true. Okay, so let's do the before pushback checks. Uh, okay, passengers are on. APU is on, and the buses are on. The A cars is started, and now we're gonna do the prior engine start checklists. Fuel panel is set. Probe heat it's on. Hydraulics are on. Anti-collision lights are on. Doors are closed, and the packs are gonna be off right now. And that concludes. So we are ready for push and start. So ground service, push me with nose left. And let's start this bad boy right here. So we want to go ahead and start with the right engine. We're going to go to ground and look at the N2. When N2 reaches 25%, we're going to introduce explosion juice. Explosion juice is set. Okay, master on, slave on. Takeoff speeds. We're gonna have 144 V2 with full load on board. Okay, let's go ahead and start the left engine. The right engine is stable. By the way, what software they use in most full flight sim pilots used to train in? What do you mean exactly? I mean, I'm using Prepare for one, but like to train, pilots don't give a shit about the visuals, so they usually use a lot more of a naked sim, if you will. A lot of times, I mean, most times they're actually just doing VMC conditions when they're training, so they don't really need all that wonderful autogen that we demand. In fact, the couple of times that I had pilots from airlines come here to train, they were blown away by the visuals because 4K visuals, all the sliders max look so much better than the ones they use in the airlines. Okay, both engines are now on, so we can go ahead and do the after start checks. But I want to do something before, and that is to check my flight control. So full down, and that's good. Wait, no, full down, full up, right, left, rudder, perfect, and spoilers are perfect. So everything is looking good. We're gonna go ahead and turn this shit off. And we can now go and put 5 units of trim. And let's go ahead with the before taxi checks. Generators are on, fans are on, packs are on, and APU is off. Taxi lights are on, engine heaters are on. Fire checked and working correctly. Recall is checked and no errors. That's what we want to see. Flaps are number 5. Flight controls we checked. APU is off, and that concludes our prior before taxi checks. We're gonna have a VNAV and heading departure. So flight attendants, sit the fuck down, please. Thank you. You think correct, my friend. Thank you very much for the wishes. I appreciate it. Okay, last but not least, 3061. So somebody mentioned yesterday I should start with a cold and dark, and that's exactly what I did today. 3061 and 3061. Okay, so flaps indicating 5, the trim 5 units, and that concludes. So we are ready for, let's go, let's taxi. So what do we have here? Boomba. Today I got my new RAM. I haven't installed it yet, but I'm excited. Echo 11, Echo, the runway 18 center. My first flight of the day, the takeoff is just so much fucking fun. I love it. So much fun. Okay, so everything is set. We have, see, we're gonna be climbing at 298 knots. We're gonna be cruising at 79 and descending at 340 knots. That's all fun and dandy for me. How come you? Well, I mean, that's not necessarily true. A lot of times I have the 3 screens on. It's just that unfortunately, with the limitations of prepared, if I'm flying to LaGuardia, I can't have the 3 monitors on, even though I have a fucking killer computer. It just won't work. The view groups, I have 3 Titans Pascals, and I have a crazy fucking computer, overclocked like you wouldn't believe, and it just doesn't cut it because of the rendering core limit. I'm hoping to find a solution for that. I might either go 2 PCs, we'll see. And then what will my new RAM give me? Absolutely nothing, I don't think. I mean, I don't think I will see a difference. But the reason I bought it is because I'm building a brand new computer. So I got the best RAM that I could find, and I'm gonna put it in this computer, and then use the RAM in this computer for the other one. So I'm not looking for more frames, more performance. I'm just gonna have a much more overclock memory. That's all, but nothing. It's still DDR4, 64 gigabytes. Flight attendants, we are number 1 for departure. Please sit the fuck down, thank you. I mean, if I see any performance changes, I will let you know, but I doubt that will happen. So somebody asked me, is it true if Matt is coming to my sim? Where'd you hear that from? And yes, it is true, by the way. We are heading into LaGuardia. Yes, I got the Corsair Vengeance Platinum Edition. Okay. Okay, a ver, right is clear, and left is clear. We do have some bumps on the way up. That's gonna be fun. We are going to line up and get the fuck out of here. Before takeoff checks, Takeoff data and V speeds, that's all set and correct. I have 144, that's perfect. Flaps, I have a green light with flaps number 5. Stabilizer trim, 5 units. MCP is set, VNAV and heading select. Landing lights are on, and that concludes the before takeoff checklist. So next time you hear my wonderful voice, I'll be in the air. Okay, so this is set. Are you ready? I'm ready. Ready. We are going to go, let's see, let's go to 40%. Stable. Toga set. And it's my aircraft. If you touch it, I will cut your fucking hands off. And Toga is set. 90.7%. Perfect. Airspeed is alive. Check. Check. Whoa, that's a long time, man. You gotta fly, man. It's fun. Rotate. And positive rate of climb. Landing gears going up. 19 years ago, dude. Come on, man. You gotta go on a plane. Landing gear is up and locked. Okay, let's see. I have weather display now. We don't want to give anybody cancer in the ground, so we put it on right now. And terrain for me. Okay. Direct meshy. Flaps 2. Flaps 1. Flaps up. Flaps up. After takeoff checks. Flaps are up. No lights. The gear is up and locked. Auto brakes are off. Pressurization is set to the 370. Yep. And that concludes the after takeoff checklists. Makes sense. That makes sense. All right. Now it's gonna start getting a little bumpy. But don't worry, Nico has the controls. Okay, the V-chucks are coming off and the charges are off. I can't wait to stream Cross the Pond. That's gonna be so much fun. I have something going on in my throat, so that noise is just me clearing my throat. As you can see, I love hand flying as much as possible. Oh yeah, man. If you look at the if you look at the how do you call it, the level the actuator the level the motion controllers, the six of them. They're like basically like six computers that like take every single FSU data point and then translate it into motion. It's quite amazing. Yeah, I'm always so impressed by the whole process, the whole thing. It's amazing. Passing 10,000. Lights are off. Good evening, Captain Nico from the cockpit. We have just passed 10,000 feet. At this time, you can go ahead and use our a Wi-Fi internet for a rate of $17 per megabyte. I know it's a little overpriced, but if you want to check your fucking email, you have no choice. Hence monopoly. So fuck you, fuckers. Pay me. Thank you. And I know you have a choice of airlines, and I appreciate you choosing Delta. Does the game throw random stuff like engine failure? Yes, it does. It won't do burst strikes. It will do engine fires. No, it's not. No, 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 no. You use avionics over for that. I did not do that. I went like the commercial route, and I just got like very good hardware that doesn't come. I don't have to do anything. But yes, the answer is yes. I have it set to random failures, which basically is gonna be random failures. But let me just go ahead and put the autopilot on. But yes, I have it set to uh, to random failures. It will do engine fires mainly after V1. But what I could also do is I have an instruction station where I can enter any error, whether it's a fuel leak, a fire in the cabin, whatever, and then I have to do the checklist and stuff and do it. And one thing about this simulator is that the single engine performance it's very advanced. That's why it's certified for training for cruise because like if I lose my right engine, I could go ahead and I do the rudder trim and the single engine performance is it's very close to the real one. Transition altimeters is standard 2992. I checked out the other plane you told me about, the PVT one. The cockpit of that one looks fucking amazing also, and it flies much faster and high. Oh yeah, it does. We actually go 430 to 450, and we hit Mach 0.9. So like like if we're coming from the west to the east coast with a tailwind, yeah, with a tailwind, my God, or like New York, London, holy shit, it's amazing how fast you get there. You know what? It's pretty calm. We can go ahead and turn the seatbelt sign off. Let this fuckers move around a little bit. So today, at like around 1 p.m., I decanted 2 bottles of 1982 French wine, which I'm gonna fucking enjoy the shit of them with a nice beef fat steak with my wife tonight. That is your birthday when you're a daddy. You stay home and you cook yourself and you drink your own wine. And honestly, in my opinion, that is so much better than any restaurant. Cooking at home. I cook dinner every day. I spend a lot of time studying for culinary arts. So I cook every night, and I love to cook. It's like one of my favorite things to do after the flight simulator, of course. Do you guys want me to cooking or cookies? Do you guys want me to? Do you guys want to see like a right engine failure to see what it's like? I could set one up if you want. Oh yeah, the Japanese knives, the ones that they spend in the sushi restaurants. Like the guys spend like an hour at the end cleaning them. They're like for like many hours. Okay, let's set up a let's set up a an immediate engine fire in the right engine. Oh, hold on. No, not hydraulic. We want fire. Fire. There's gonna be a fire in the engine number 2. Conditions right now. There we go. That's a fire right there. Affected engine is engine number 2. So auto throttle is gonna be off. Cut off. And we're gonna go ahead and okay, fire is now off and under control. So we what we do right now is we will basically actually I did it on the climb out, which is not the best idea. So what we now do is we will basically trim the aircraft so there is no aileron. So if you see right here, there we go. Right here, if you see this, we have we still have a positive oil temperature. So we will basically wait until so we want the so we basically want to wait. I mean, you see that like what happened is the second that I put the engine fire, I basically stopped climbing, and that is because we actually don't, you know, we are full. We are full. So what we do now is we turn off the packs, the fans, and we turn off the generators for the the affected engine, and that will basically eventually take us into a. So we are now using a little rudder trim, and yeah. So what we will do right now is we'll probably start descending in order to pick up some speed, because we're not going to be able to go to flight level 370. Now what I could do right now is I could actually go into the instructor station. Now you can see how if that happens to you 1,000 feet above the ground, it will be a little different, no? The autopilot is actually very good about keeping the airplane stable. So what we do right now is we go to back to failures, right? And we will basically remove every single failure, no? And now we can actually go ahead and go to flight and open this up. And there we go. And we now have 2 engines. You see? So now we can go ahead and go back to off. We can put this on, and on, and we can put this back on, and now we will resume the climb. Yeah, I love landing with single engines. No, not at all, not at all. I mean, as you saw, like, I mean, even looking at the motion platform, I mean, with an engine out, nothing happened, right? Yeah, let me go to the cruising page. Basically, what happens is you are losing 50% of your horsepower. No, that's all. Because the plane will trim itself once you do the rudder trim. Yeah, once you do the rudder trim, I mean, there's nothing going on, right? I mean, what I didn't do is, if I was here with somebody else, right, what we would have done is go over the abnormal checklist and the fire checklist and stuff, right? I have all that shit memorized, so that's why I did everything in the order that you're supposed to. But no, absolutely not. If you all you have to do is you got to basically shut down the fuel, go to idle, and then you go ahead and you press the button over here and you pull the discharge bottle left, right. The fire is under control and it's off, so this will come off. And then you leave this up, you turn all the other shit, and then what you would do is you would do the reverse, no? But now we're climbing in at 1,200 feet per minute. We stopped climbing because of course we lost the horsepower, right? That's that's why if you have an engine fire, what you do is you go back to either your alternate, your closest airport, or your departure airport, and you start descending. And when you descend, if you think about it, usually when you descend on idle throttle, so that doesn't even matter. But no, I mean, I doubt like an experienced pilot would like freak out at an engine fire. Two engine fires, like 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 Captain Sully. Yes, I mean, a good pilot would keep his control or her control, but they would know that their days are counted. I mean, if you're losing both engines full flight over LaGuardia Airport, it's it's not something that you wanna experience. And landing in the Hudson, I know that like he pulled it off, so everybody's like, "Wow, what a hero!" But the probability of that happening was so low. A country aviator. Yeah, you pretty much nailed it. That's exactly what it was. I mean, he was the one in charge of training pilots to do exactly that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he was definitely and also the right circumstances. Although the pilots, the I agree with you 100%. Yep. Yeah, no, I mean, he literally. I mean, that's what. Are you talking about the one that got lost? That got lost in the basically like just went left and got lost in the middle of the ocean. What country are you from? Ah, got you. Yeah. Yes, that's right. Yep. Although I take off from Teterboro all the time, and there are times when we're lined up on the runway. I see all this fucking flock of birds like on the poppies on the other side of the runway, and I'm like, fuck, man, these guys are fucking stupid, like, these guys really just hang around, no? It's hard. Although I feel like in a Gulf trim, it will be a lot harder to get burst strikes on both engines because the engines are really high and on the back. So the whatever bird it is will probably get knocked. Will probably get will probably get knocked around. Will probably get knocked around from the wind from the wind before they actually go into the engine. I get you. I know they were there first. Are you a real war pilot? No. Um, wait, today is okay. So on Thursday, I finally take delivery of my plane that I bought like six. I ordered like a year ago. It's a brand new SR22 turbo, and it's being delivered into Teterboro on Thursday. And I figured that by the time it comes, I will have my PPL already. But my daughter got in the way, so now I have 32 hours only. So yeah, so I will have a plane and I should have my BPL soon, but I don't have it yet. So my friend is gonna have to fly around for me. But I'm excited to see it and to smell the leather. And it has the known flying into known ice conditions. It has the G1000, the perspective, the night vision. It's fully loaded. It has oxygen for 3 hours. We can go up to flight level 270 with it. So I'm excited. I'm very excited. That gets delivered on that should arrive into Teterboro on Thursday. Yes and no, and I will tell you why. Because when you do your PPL, you usually fly a 152 or a 182, 172. You actually need a high performance endorsement to fly the plane because it has like 400 horsepower. So, and then in your check right, it's very hard to put that plane into a stall spin. Into a spin, it's very hard, and if you do, then you don't recover as fast as with the Cessna. So it's very not it's not recommended. It's not recommended to do it with that plane, but I guess I'm not gonna have a choice, no. In SAC, you get the G6 well for a while already. I had it for like 2 years. Good evening, Captain Nico from the cockpit. We are now cruise altitude of 37,000 feet. We should be landing LaGuardia early because we have a little bit of a tailwind, so we should be touching down at approximately 6:13 local time. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. And fuck you all. Thank you. Oh man, thank you, my friend. No, it didn't just come out. It's been out for a couple of years. Thank you, man. I agree. I love it. You know, it's funny. Yes, it has. What really helped out though is telling my, like, so my instructor was very impressed by my you know, like, pilot lingo and ATC communications and basically knowing a lot about aviation. And then I showed him my YouTube channel. Yep, I hear you, man. But yeah, it actually helped a lot. But what really helped is that then my pilot went into my YouTube channel, saw my videos, and then he called me up and he's like, "Where did you rent this sim from, right?" And I was like, "No, I didn't rent it. I own it. It's in my house in Manhattan, and you are more than welcome to come." So he's just basically he started coming like quite a lot and flying my simulator, right? He's an instructor of a single engine plane, of course, and flying the airliner was a big deal for him. So so basically, so the instructor came, and after that, I mean, things got a lot easier, like you could imagine. So that's why I'm very confident that I'm gonna get the I'm gonna get the high performance the high performance, whatever it's called, and also, believe it or not, I mean, this is not a level D simulator just because I quit the process of getting it registered because it just takes a lot of time and money and people coming here and asking for shit. But this is a certified simulator, and I have logged approximately 2,000 hours in it. So in my logbook, you can actually see that. I mean, I have logged a shitload of hours. Granted, it's not. Granted, it's not. It's not. Nice. But you know what sucks? In my flight school, they take me to like a 1968 152, and honestly, I know that that fucking plane is a tank, but I fucking hate flying a plane that old. Yeah, the sim is Prepare version 4.1, and I am using Active Sky as a weather engine. The textures are Active Sky Cloud Art, and then I'm also using the Rex Skyforce 3D just for the 3D models. Yeah, well, it's one step below level D, but it could be. I mean, you know, when I have the 240-degree field of vision, it could be level D without a problem, right? It just can't officially be, but like I did have pilots come here and train. And the answer is no. I can log hours because I'm not a commercial pilot. So, you know, like those hours would never help me because, I mean, a pilot right now, a 737 pilot could come here and log hours for sure. I can't log hours because I'm not a fucking pilot. So, you know, and I'm never gonna be a 737 pilot. Well, I'm actually not using the clouds either. I'm just using I'm using the 3D models, whatever that is. And then no, the weather engine is not good, and ProSim Weather Radar only uses Active Sky, so for that reason I can't use the weather engine. And I haven't tried, to be honest with you, I haven't tried I haven't tried the textures, and the only reason why that is because the ASUS Cloud Art just gives me whatever textures that, like randomly. Uh, so so yeah, so basically, like I don't like the whole thing about having to change them, like stuff like that. I like it when they basically change it on the go. That's a lot better for me. Damn, that's a good mind for you. What does that mean, Zach? I'm also streaming on Twitch, so that's why, like, if you're talking about the FAA and pilot training, the answer is no. I did it twice with Delta and with Copa Airlines. And like I was telling the people yesterday, uh, the instructor that comes with, yeah, no, it's not actually, because the instructor that comes with the pilots and stuff, they always ask me to leave, and then because this is in my house, I refuse to leave. So basically, like, yeah, well, no, actually, you know what? Every time that like the pilots came over here from airlines, I would get a check for $1,200 an hour for whatever time they were here, and that counts from the time they arrive, not the time they get in the sim. Because outside I have a whole instructor station, and all that time it's all locked. So yeah, I mean it's great, but at the same time they don't like me to be present, and it's my fucking house, so go fuck yourself. And also, like, the pilots don't treat the airplane that well. Very few of them actually do. They fucking slam the reversers, and they just fucking slam things, because that's what they're used to doing. And even though it's the same equipment and it's the same durability, sometimes I will fucking come in and be like, guys, can you just not slam on my, and they will kick me out. So so that's when I say, you know what, guys, go fuck yourself. I literally don't need your money. You keep your money. I won't rent anymore. And also, it became very popular because a lot of airlines from Latin America fly overnight into JFK, so they could get the training done in Manhattan. No, so that is very very that became a popular option. So then I will have to have people here with my wife and my daughter, like like I don't like that shit. Like I'm very private. I like to keep my life very very private, even though I stream. But yeah, so I kill the idea. And also getting checks from airlines, even though it's for the simulator, also creates a conflict for me because I run a hedge fund, and I invest in airlines, whether it is collateralized debts, collateral loans, bonds, even equity or convertible securities in airlines, right? And then having a lot of times, if I buy the stock of an airline, and then I make that, when I make that public, it makes the price of the airline go up, at least in the short term, right? So if I'm getting checks from airlines, it could also be a conflict of interest. So there's a lot of shit that basically I'd rather not deal with. Okay, so we are exactly 65 miles from the top of the descent. I bet you Andrew and New York Center already locked off. Of course you did. So LaGuardia Information Hotel is active. Wind is 180 at 8. Oh fuck! Really? I want the expressway. I don't want the ILS 22. I want the expressway 31. Fuck it. We'll go for the expressway 31. Okay, I'm gonna Zach. I know that you are in YouTube, in so just to get the people in Twitch up to date. There is somebody that is watching the stream out of YouTube and is telling me that he wants to get a simulator and he doesn't know what to get, whether it's 737 or the 320 from Flight Solutions. I'm gonna give you a very important piece of advice. It is a lot more cost effective. Where are you at? Well, you can. I am almost at LaGuardia. But anyway, so Zach, it's a lot more cost effective to go with Airbus, and the reason for that is because now you can get the ProSim 320 software. You still have a pretty good, you're gonna save money. I mean, you're gonna get the joysticks. You're not gonna get the yokes, and then there's a lot less clutter in the in the Airbus. So I will do that. Yeah, even though I have a 737 simulator and I wouldn't trade it for the world, right? If where is home? Midtown Manhattan. I wouldn't hold your breath about the max, eh? And the Max is basically the same hardware, with the exception of instead of having a lower ACAS, you are going to have some things over here. But it would be, it would be a different flight model, but very, very similar hardware. I just don't like the Airbus because it's too computerized, it's too automatic. And the fly-by-wire, I'd rather have a machine that you get to fucking hand fly. Fly now 28. Yeah, I agree with your statement. Okay, one more thing. So I would never ever spend so much money on a full flight simulator for a Dreamliner. And the answer is very simple. When you have a simulator, the last thing you want to do is cruise for 10 hours, right? So it's much better to get a smaller plane that you could do smaller flights. And let's face it, a Dreamliner as a simulator, right? You're not gonna be able to do a lot of short hops. So I wouldn't recommend getting a Dreamliner or like any big flight simulator. Plus the time that it takes to set it up before departure is it's annoying. Okay, so I have dials here at 2.5. Yes, I do. So we are now going to go ahead and start descending to 10,000 feet at Corey. Yeah, I mean having like I actually, so I have two simulators. I have this one, and then I have one for the SR22 Turbo, and that is an actual level D simulator, and that is in my weekend house, upstate New York. And I don't really, I mean, I got it before, like I got it like when I ordered my plane, I got so excited that I wanted to like learn how to fly it. So I want, to when I get my wife comfortable with it. So I got like a full motion SI-22 simulator. Looking back, it was kind of a mistake. Okay, so about 20K. No, 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 no. You way off. The overhead itself was more than 20K. It was over $1 million and under $2 million, but it's actually insured for $2.5 million. Huh, that's true. Okay, top of the descent. Oh man, contact me privately. Don't throw names like this. I am not allowed to comment on that. All right, so let's see. A ver, someone built it for you, right? Well, the motion platform, it was actually built by a very talented team out of Belgium. They came to New York for the week, and everything was shipped via air, and then everything was here when they came, and they installed the motion platform. If you look at the introduction of every single one of my videos, you will see pictures of the whole thing. So they built that, and they customized a stand for the screens, and then I built. Well, no, that's not true. I put together all of the, like the entire cockpit, the avionics, and the sound. I mean, sound is very important for the immersion. I have a total of 27 speakers. I have 27 speakers in the simulator because I'm very anal about each sound coming from the right direction. So, so yeah. So I mean, I built this on my own. I assembled it on my own, but with a lot of help. And this wasn't my first simulator. This was like, I think this is like the third. This was my third simulator that I built from scratch. So, it took me about like a month and a half to build it. Also helps that I was able to buy everything at the same time, no? Because the number one thing about building a simulator is the lead time on the stuff that you buy. Okay, since we are descending, we are gonna switch to the different camera. And those clouds ahead look a little nasty, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the seatbelt sign on. What's going on? Spindles. Spindles. Nice. Okay, so let's do a little weather briefing here for the La Guardia area. Yes, there is. Oh yeah, you're right. I drive a 1982 Subaru to compensate for the sim. I put all my money went to the sim. But hey, nothing wrong with driving a shitty car and having a nice simulator, no? Like you know, speak softly, carry a big stick, or drive a shitty car and carry a big simulator. Okay, let's go ahead and do a little briefing here on the weather. Kilo Lima Golf Alpha. Wind is 178. That means that the special visual will put me with a tailwind, but I don't give a shit. As long as the controller is okay with it, which he probably will. 3073 is my altimeter setting. So we have some pretty high pressure here in New York. 3073. So basically, after I'm done flying, I am gonna have to go and with my wife and drink a lot of wine and celebrate my birthday. So I'm thinking about after this flight doing another flight. Maybe the river visual into DCA. Yep, that's exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Yep. But I mean, yeah, I usually like the rear visual runway 19 from Fergie. Oh, beautiful. Want to see Chipotle Amsterdam sometime? Yeah, I mean, I love that place. I went there quite often. Oh yeah, I love it. In fact, I'm 100% doing that. La Guardia to DCA, definitely doing that after this flight. So we're gonna have a short turnaround. It's gonna be Biggie, and then we're gonna go direct for the arrival. Yeah, Country Aviator, why don't you join me at La Guardia? We do it together. I think Matt Davis was gonna join whenever he's done playing his weird game. Which kind of sucks because that means that every viewer is gonna go watch his stream instead of mine. What is FSC? FSC is what? Oh, you mean FSX or? Flight Sim Economy, what is that? Is that a game? Okay, so altimeters are set. I gotta put my harness on. Flight Sim Economy. Is that, what is that? Is that like a, what is that? Oh, so you actually fly in the you actually fly in the simulator? Yeah, I'm not into that. For realism, I just do any random flight. I'm not into that stuff. Although it's actually fun. Good evening, Captain Nico from the cockpit. I wanna let you know that we are initiating the descent into the New York area. We should be landing very soon. We should be in the ground in approximately 10 minutes. At this time, I want you to just sit the fuck down, relax, and don't fuck around. If you're sitting on the left side of the plane, you will get a beautiful view of Manhattan. If you're sitting on the right side of the plane, you're not gonna see shit. You will see Queens, Brooklyn, and maybe JFK. Nope, no, that's not true. You can keep smoking if you want. We don't we don't care. Okay, so let's see if we have any ATC online. You see, we have New York arrival. And I don't think I know this guy. Ah, thank you, my friend. Okay. Ah, thank you very much, Joffer. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. What rented? Rented or built? What does that mean? Oh, you mean a simulator? No, the simulator is in my house. Yeah, no, it's in my home. It's mine. And I don't rent it out anymore. Okay, autopilot off. Actually, no, we leave it on because the Core 3 is annoying. We gotta stay at 10,000 for a while, so we just leave the autopilot on for now. Yeah, or the first officer. A lot of times I need a first officer. Trust me, I have video cameras. I have a crazy security in the building, so I need nobody to look after it. But co-pilots are always welcome. Okay, now we have 6.5 pounds of fuel, so our approach is gonna be flaps 40, 135 plus 5 is 140. Okay, so descent checklist. The pressurization is set to the landing altitude. The NTIs is not required. The landing data, I just prepared it. We have flaps 40, 135 plus 5 is 140. Stereo cockpit is on. Shut the fuck up, please. Exterior lights are on. And terrain display, mine is selected. And that concludes the descent checklist. Look, you can see the I'm flying into LaGuardia and then LaGuardia DCA. Yeah, LaGuardia DCA. You can see on the left hand side, you can see the New Jersey Turnpike. We will soon see the Verrazano Bridge, and then you will see what every fucking slider to the right looks like with orbs, vectors, and lights. The lights will be fucking they're like so breathtaking. I always think the same thing when I'm flying in. I have every fucking slider to the right, and managed to keep 70 FPS. My comments are amazing. Well, you know, not everybody agrees with you. I actually got a lot of complaints about it, and my response is, "Fuck you! If you want to watch my stream, you got to deal with my fucking language, no?" Okay, so right now we are going to go. We're gonna go. Let's see. We're gonna go direct dials. Okay, so I have. Yes, I have. I never know how to pronounce his name. Duisi Kiki New York City X, and I have the brand new Imagine Sim LaGuardia scenery that came out last week. That's actually amazing. So it will be. I mean, you will see once we get closer, the lights, and we break below the clouds. You're gonna see. It's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, New York X is amazing. New York airports, honestly, I don't love it, and the reason why I don't love is because it comes in two packages, right? And you gotta install LaGuardia Teterboro at the same time. What if I don't fucking want to? What if I just want to have activated LaGuardia and not Teterboro? Like, I don't like how they did that. Okay, so now we do autopilot off. Auto throttle off. So my fucking aircraft. Don't touch. Don't fucking touch. No, I can't. I can't do that. Not now, because I'm lagging the flight. If I wasn't lagging the flight, I would. But it doesn't work because of crash detection. You can't have a motion platform and crash detection on. because trust me, that's the best way to get your fucking sim become garbage. So, and then without crash detection, a landing in the Hudson will basically be a touch and go, no? I actually haven't gone to Seattle once. I don't really fly to Seattle that often. But no, I'm lying. I had the Seattle ones. I haven't installed them yet. Alright, we're 24 miles from Dials. Flight attendants, we should be landing soon. Sit the fuck down, please. Ass cheeks in the seat. Thank you. Nice. I'm getting a call from Iowa. When you get a call from Iowa, you say reject call every single time. Okay. 50 miles from Dials. We should be seeing Manhattan right now in the bridge, but we are not because it's pretty cloudy. Alright, so let's see. I have to go to New York departure at 120.4. What's BD? Where is the BD hat though? The what? Oh yeah, it is my birthday, and I don't wear birthday hats. I get laid instead. No, ¿por qué no? Yes, yeah, bill them 1 month. Yes, bill them for 1.5 months. No, not yet. That's one. Good evening, Delta 213, over Dallas for the Expressway 31.
Delta 213, near departure, monitor the frequency and contact me when you're on final for runway 31.
Delta 213, I am on final.
Delta 213, you're currently lined up for 4. Actually, Delta 213, my bad. 190 at 12, runway 31, clear line.
31, good, 213. Okay, 4 flaps, 140. One away, one away.
Southwest 113, ready to attack.
314.
Southwest 113, runway 13, taxi via Bravo, Papa, cross runway 20. 13 via Bravo, Papa, cross 22, Southwest 113.
Okay, 4 flaps, gear down, we're stable. And I see the stadium and I see the flashing metal spark. That's where we start turning our final.
And a New York departure, this is Delta 69, just to give you a heads up, we're going to be shooting the ILS 13 left into Kennedy.
ILS 13 left? Dude, why would you do that? VOR 13 left.
You're welcome for Delta 69.
Stable. I'm gonna have a pretty nice tailwind. Wow, I'm gonna have a left to right and a tailwind. That means I'm gonna have to cut this turn a little short just to make sure that I could basically line up. There we go. Now I could basically do an S-turn and I could basically put the nose to the left and that will basically line me up perfectly. There we go. Look at that. See? This is perfect. Landing. That was beautiful, huh? That was pretty skills to pay the bills. I'm not gonna call it butter because I don't believe in that. I don't believe in buttering approaches. I believe in landing firmly. That was pretty good. Hey, good evening, Captain.
113, ready to go, runway 13.
Good evening, Captain Nico from the cockpit. I wanna welcome you to New York LaGuardia Airport, where the local time is 6:16 p.m. At this time, I want you to please take your tweezers and slowly start taking your iPhone in airplane mode out of your ass. You may use the help of some Vaseline, and then after on the way out, we'll provide you some wipes that will help you clean up that mess. I know that you have a choice of airline, and I appreciate you choosing Delta. Thank you, and go fuck yourselves. No, that wasn't that bad. Come on, dude. Oh, I forgot to ask for clearance to DCA. Dude, that wasn't bad. In fact, let me tell you what it was. The landing rate was 143 feet per minute. So don't give me any shit. That wasn't that bad at all. No, I take pride of that. That was amazing with a tailwind into a short runway at LaGuardia. I take pride of that. Besides, I mean, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, and then a length. That's what I'm aiming for. Okay, now we are going to set up a quick flight into LaGuardia. No, into DCA for the rear visual. Let me see if I could bring my baby to join me. Well, she's 3 months old. She has no fucking choice. She doesn't, she's gonna join me regardless. So after I take off, I'm gonna go get her. I mean, it's not like she can say no. Well, I don't know about that. No, I don't know about that. But, yeah. Okay, so let's just go ahead and file on VPilot so this dude doesn't think that I'm fucking with him. It's a bit.
1013, yes, departure. Better contact the altitude region. Near departure Southwest 113, passing 2,400. Southwest 113, climb making 15,000. 15,000, Southwest 113.
Good evening, New York departure, Delta 213 with information Nico, requesting clearance to Washington Reagan. KL.
213, ground Southwest standby number 1.
Oh wow, he called me number 1. That's amazing. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that.
Happy birthday, Delta 213.
Thank you, whoever you are. Thank you very much, my friend.
Happy birthday to you.
Look at that. People wish me happy birthday on frequency. That's pretty good. I like that. Alright, so we have 5.4 pounds of fuel, so we definitely gonna need to we're gonna need a little more. We're gonna need a little more fuel, so let's go ahead and give us a little more fuel. Instruction station. How much fuel we need? I think 11 pounds would be enough to land with 6.
113. Turn left heading 280 now. Heading 280, Southwest 113.
I have no idea. That's a good question. I don't even know who it is.
Yeah, also 213, I have your clearance about right to copy.
Delta 213, I was born ready.
Delta 213, cleared to the Reagan Airport via the 10-6 departure, with a to MS 5. Maintain 5,000, expect flight level 220, 1 minutes after departure. Departure is with me, squawk 1153.
1153 in the box. We will do the 10-6 departure, 5,000 top altitude, and that's follow 213.
213, read back correct, call me for taxi.
Roger, I'm almost at the runway. I will call when ready, 213.
Roger, yeah.
Oh yeah, thank you, Pookie, whatever you call yourself. Oh yeah, very tight. A full bank, a full motion, it comes to about half an inch from each wall and the roof, but it is perfectly engineered. So cross my fingers, knock on wood. I still haven't had an episode yet. I don't plan on having one. Departure is going to be runway 13. It will be the 10-6 departure. And then arrival is going to be... how tight? Yeah, I already answered that question. The arrival is going to be the Clipper 1.
Clip 113. Enable procedure X resume my navigation on maintain.
RNAV Fergie, and that is perfect. So this is gonna go down to 220 right here, 220. On, and we're gonna go ahead and everything else is set. Flaps number 5. Takeoff is flap 5. 143 is my V2. 143 auto throttle is back on. 5,000 RNAV departure.
Good evening, American 2240. Would you disagree with your recording?
American 2240, unfortunately, I do not cover New York approach shows within the area. It's not going to be right now.
What's going on, dudes? And Delta 13 is ready for taxi, runway 13.
That's a 213, runway 13, taxi by Golf Alpha.
Golf Alpha 213. Okay, so let's go over the stuff. The trim is set, the flaps are set, the MCP is set, the weather is... thank you, my friend John. I appreciate it. The weather is not set because I have to basically check again what the weather is like. So let's just go ahead and go here and put the flight plan of condition. No, flight plan is KLGA.
213, wind 190 at 12, flight is 10-6 departure, wind 190 at 12, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 10-6 213. Oh, I'm guessing Matt stopped streaming because my viewing numbers went off the roof. Conditions is 3073 is still good. Flight attendants, please sit the fuck down, ass cheeks in the seat. Again, phones in airplane mode and up your ass. I will let you know when we're airborne. Thank you so much for choosing Nico Airlines. I know you have a choice.
Left 113, definitely 0, but rail towers just remain 1 from 122, definitely have any space. Good night.
You're surprised that I don't have thousands of viewers? I'm surprised too. Well, I'm not surprised actually. It takes time, no? Okay, now landing lights are on. This is off, and we are going to go toga set, and we're moving. Airspeed is alive. Check. Well, then you're fucked if your phone is not ship-proof. Rotate. And path rate of climb. Landing gear going up. Whoa, you're a bit up yourself, low. What? Okay, so we've gear up. Delta 213, 800 for 5,000.
213, year departure, radar contact, climb maintain 15,000.
1515, 213. This is prepare for 1. And flaps 1. Yes, I agree with you, but it's only one man doing everything, so I do a lot of shortcuts. Yep, you're right. It is a sim. Okay, so we are clear. Yeah, it's pretty fucking neat. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we are clear to 250 knots now. Yeah, it actually will get a little bumpy.
Delta 213, turn left, heading 280.
Left turn to ACO 213. Lots of places sell them, but you want good ones. Where can you get the full motion? Oh yeah, yeah. That's a good question. Yeah, and the answer is correct. You can get them in a lot of places, but you want to get like the German engineer Schneider motion controllers and motors. So you have to be careful. I got mine from Belgium from Motion for simulators. I'm waiting for somebody to tell me that I'm doing over 250 knots below 10,000 feet. The motion, yes, it does. It comes in mayo and ketchup. The motion platform is the same for any airplane. How big of a... Okay, so you know what? Let me put the autopilot on so I could focus on talking to you guys because I can't do this all at the same time. Okay, so let's see. A ver, how big of a room? The room needs to be. I don't know how long it needs to be, but I mean, in terms of the is 2 meter is two. Hold on, let me see. Is 2.5 meters by 2.5 meters. The platform, and then you need at least 15-foot ceilings, whatever that is in meters. You can figure that out, and you need about, I would say, 5 by 5 meters to be safe. I am now going to get direct BE and resume my navigation. And when they say that, I'm gonna go direct Modena VOR. It's not homemade, totally homemade. A lot of stuff were purchased from Honeywell and all that stuff. The price of the simulator is between $1 million and $2 million. It's insured for 2.5. It's insured for $2.5 million. Alright, so flight level 210, and we can go ahead and leave this on, and we're gonna go direct MXC now. But you can get it you can get some of that a lot cheaper, by the way. Yeah?
Altitude 13, contact Jack Center 125.32. Happy birthday, have a nice flight.
Thank you for the birthday wishes, and I will go to New York Center right now, 213. One to 5.32. New York Center is online. New York Center, Delta 213 is 180.
Delta 213, New York Center, good day, climb maintain, flight level 220.
220, 213. All right, now we're gonna go to our cruising standard, and we're gonna go into our cruising camera right here.
Delta 2741. How's my mic now?
That's Delta 2741. I've got you much louder now. Thank you.
United 601, New York Center.
United 601, I got you now.
United 601, you're ready to contact, climb maintain 12,000.
Up to 12,000, United 601.
Did you pay? No, I didn't pay that much for it.
One able.
No. A lot of the providers of stuff.
Waypoints again for United 601.
A lot of providers of stuff for the simulator I actually own.
I'm sorry,
so I got a good deal.
Actually, you know
KCLT.
Romeo Alpha Victor.
Romeo Alpha Victor, United 601.
Delta 2741, turn right heading 090 Vex.
It did cost me a bunch of money, but it didn't cost me $2 million. That's just the insurance assessment value.
Alright, down to 10,000. Repeat the vector, please. Was that 290, sir, for 2741?
Because in New York City,
Negative. Right turn.
by the way,
0,
if the
tire,
ATC goes over my voice, let me know. But in New York City, the law is that every single room has to have fire sprinklers. So that means that, like, if there is some smoke, then the fire sprinklers will go on and flood the entire sim. So then that's why I have to have insurance for it.
United 4241, squawk 6621.
6621 squawk. United 4241.
Well, VR works out. I mean, VR is actually pretty good. I don't think the technology is there yet, but when it's there, it's going to be amazing.
United 601, call maintain, flight level 210.
Good evening, Captain Nico from the carpet. I just turned off your seatbelt sign. It doesn't mean you get to walk around like an idiot. It just means that you keep your seatbelt sign on, but it's not required. 81, yeah, that's pretty good. Well, yeah, the second, Matt Davis went offline, and everybody was bumped over here. At that point, it was like 150, which I thank Matt Davis for that. And but yeah, it's actually very good. I mean, it's very exciting to have a lot of viewers because then you get to chat a lot.
United 4241, New York City, you ready to contact, send maintain 8000, the altimeter 307 tree.
Send maintain 8000, 4241.
601, is that a fix on the Watson 3? Or is it somewhere on the Q62?
Stand by, United 601.
Stand by, motherfucker.
United 601, proceed direct, Larry.
How do you get in and out of the sim? It looks quite high up. Yeah, I have a bridge.
Delta 2741, turn right heading 220.
Right turn 220, Delta 2741.
Well, yeah, that's actually true. I personally don't use the bridge. I just climb in and out, and that's how I keep this fucking muscle so nice and sexy. But I also have a bridge for guests.
Larry 360, United 601.
Do you guys want to see? Do you guys want to see me get banged around?
2741, you got hot airspace here. Do you have a speed preference?
I'm gonna show you guys what this fucking motion platform does. I'm gonna manually insert some turbulence, just for like 5 minutes. You'll see, it's pretty cool. I love it.
United 4241, I got to spin you for your descent, turn right heading 090.
Heading 090.
Well, no. I'm not putting loads of turbulence because it's too much. Yes, you are. Yeah. Oh yeah, in this airline, everything goes. Alright, so I am a 220. Oh, you will, my friend. You will. Trust me, you will. And I'm probably not gonna last too long.
United 4241, turn right heading 220. Heading 220. United 4241. Delta 2741, turn right heading 360. When able, proceed direct Romeo Bravo Victor.
Alright, right turn to 360 and then direct to Romeo Bravo Victor for 2741.
It's awesome until you get fucking sick. I gotta put my seatbelt on because I swear to God, one time I almost let my head into the roof and it fucking hurt.
Check mirror 263 next Roger, stand by.
Yeah, see that tennis ball? How it's like, how it's teabagging the platform? It's pretty cool. Okay, at Baltimore VOR, we should be at 250-2000. Holy shit. Whew. Oh yeah. It's several $1,000s a month. It's fucking worth it though. Oh yeah. Although I don't know what it looks like outside. Of course I don't. You know, you guys have the camera. I don't. From the inside, by looking at the horizon and the speed up and down, it's exactly what you're supposed to feel like. And what you guys don't see in the camera is this movement, right? You don't see this movement, which is like the worst.
So apologies. We got the new RAD 10 requesting direct Victor Alpha Lima Oscar.
Oh wait.
601, cigarette valve.
Good evening, Captain Nico from the cockpit. I just turned the seatbelt sign on because it's very bumpy. Sit the fuck down, please. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a way to see it, but I'm sure that tennis ball is teabagging the tennis ball is like teabagging, isn't it? Whoop.
Spirit 2287, contact near departure 128.12.
12.12 for speed 2287.
But like the movement of the motion platform is actually quite different of what you feel inside, because I have zero perspective to the outside.
2741, see you.
So it's quite different.
United 4241, turn right heading 010.
Range 010, United 4241.
Delta 213, cross Trish at maintain 12,000 to Washington altimeter. When required, 3070.
Delta 13, cross Trish at what? Sorry.
12,000.
12,000, 213.
Sector 263, you're cleared to San Francisco.
I don't want to climb in the weather. The whole point is to show you guys. The whole point is to show you guys what it looks like. This is not real weather. I inserted turbulence to show you guys only.
3,000, expect flight level 4. 43010 minutes staff in Boston. Squawk 6623.
This is going to be a direct Malvina, direct KLGA, that is filed.
It's making you dizzy? Dude, trust me, it's making me fucking dizzy. In fact, it's making me so dizzy that I'm gonna go back to real world weather. Oh shit. Holy shit. Alright. Alright, yeah, that's enough. I love it. I love. Yeah, it's an awesome ride. I love how Print and Destroy tells me that it's making him dizzy. Meanwhile, I'm here about to fucking throw up on a doggy bag. Okay, so now we're gonna start a descent in order to perform the one of my favorite approaches, the river visual or 19. Oh man, that was too much.
Contact New York departure 128.12. United 4241 fly heading 030 contact New York approach on 128.12.
Oh yeah, they're both still moving out of the inertia.
030 going to New York approach.
I need some water.
United 4241.
That's 2812.
2812, 49, 21.
Yep. Whew. That was a little hectic.
263, then Billy Northeast, altimeter 3071, climb runway 24, for departure, minutes taxi.
We're heading on the plan on 24 and we'll call it a taxi to card 263.
My wife does not have an extravagant hobby. Well, shopping, I guess that counts as one, but she actually doesn't mind coming to the simulator. And what I do, as you guys know, is I bring my daughter, my 3-month-old daughter, in this car seat. Well, you can't see it, but I have a car seat adapter here, and I bring the baby here, and it's amazing. But she's very. I mean, I'm very grateful. She's very cool about it.
Waypoint after Valor.
McMinn and then Bernie 39601.
United 601, so I have Valor, McMinn, Bernie, Watson 3, is that correct?
That is correct, United 601. Thank you.
Okay. We are approaching of top of the descent. So, I mean, I will go over the chart, but I fucking done this approach so many times that it's okay. What I do want to do is I want to make my flight a little shorter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from Baltimore direct Fergie. So from Baltimore direct Fergie. No, it's actually not health problems. It's it's like a tick that it's actually exponentially worse right now because I have I have an itch in my throat. That's why you hear that. but I have no health problems. I have nothing but amazing biceps, see? But a tick that sounds annoying. I actually don't realize, and then when I look at my own streams, I'm like, what the fuck? Why am I making that noise? But I can't help it. Mr. Kamen, do you feel bad now? Are you like, oh man, I shouldn't have come in. He has a nervous tick, he can't help it, and his throat is fucked up. Yeah, oh yeah, of course. Yeah, it does. Of course, a fucking grunt. Of course, I actually have severe ADHD as well. I don't take a ton of Adderall, but I do have a since I was little, I was such a problem child.
24 taxi by the apron, Alpha, Golf.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Cross runway 3.
But yeah, I also, when I was very little, I was diagnosed with ADHD. I saw videos of me when I was little, and I was like, holy shit. It must have been so hard to be my teacher or my parent. Oh, I said I'm also. Okay. So. Oh my god, look who it is. It's Norwegian Sim Project. This is Nico, man. This is Nico from the Protein Forums, NL Gravity. This is in Manhattan, New York. In Midtown Manhattan. We know each other, my friend. Not personally, but we exchange stuff with each other. I'm NL Gravity, aka Nico. Okay, so now, nice to see you, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. Now we're gonna go into our approach camera. There we go. So you can see the pimping lights. Oh my fun! It is fun, man. And if you ever come to the United States and you come to New York, you better fucking call me or send me a ProSim PM so we can fly together. Alright. Okay, a ver, let's do a little weather briefing here. I know that because LaGuardia is taking off from runway 13, I'm pretty sure that we're gonna be landing in runway 19 in DC8. Let's, yeah, man, you better. Let's go ahead and look at the weather in DC, home of the Fox. Okay, DCA. Wind is 150 at 6. Altimeter is 370.
Delta 213, unfortunately, Washington sent us offline. Radar service terminated. Fix change crew. Have a good play.
Negative. Today's my birthday, so you're gonna have to act like DC center as well.
Well, happy birthday, Mr. Nico.
Thank you. So, what's my next vector?
Proceed direct Washington. Clear the visual approach to whatever your runways are landing.
Roger. Clear direct Washington. Clear for the visual approach. Whatever landing runway I am. Thank you.
Have a good day, sir.
You too, man. Don't call me sir.
I think it's better than ma'am.
No, call me Nico. Take care, man. Landing lights are on. Starship are on. Auto brake is set. We're gonna start hand flying this bad boy. Auto throttle is off. We are gonna go direct Fergie. Oh, thank you, my friend. Whoa. Jesus Christ. How did you get this? No, it wasn't pre-built. Oh wow, look at those cells. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Oh, we're gonna go right over that. Yes, I am. Okay, so 3,000 at Fergie. Follow the river. Clear for the rear visual runway 19 approach. Dim the lights. Oh man, I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed. Good evening, Captain Nico speaking. We are now initially descending into the most crooked city in the world, Washington DC. At this time, I want you to sit the fuck down, put your seatbelt signs on, and stop fucking around. If you're in the bathroom taking a shit, don't wipe your ass. Just get up and go back to your seat. We'll be landing soon. Thank you. Oh yeah, of course. Trust me. Not the first time, my friend. What's so funny, Mr. Norwegian? Oh yeah, no, that's right. I mean, listen, if you have some Hershey stains in your underwear, I don't give a shit. In my flight, oh, it actually is going to the speakers. I have 27 speakers here, and then some of them are when I go into the intercom, it goes into the co-pilot and also goes into speakers outside, so people could hear what we're talking about. All right, so 136 plus 5 is 141. And the runway here, it's yeah, 27 fucking speakers. You believe that shit? Yeah. I mean, if you look at over here, we have a purple cell right on the right of us, right over there. But we should be okay, I think. We'll see. This whole thing was over $1 million. And what made you able to do this? My job. Let's see, a ver, so 3,000. We want to be at 210. No, we want to be actually at 190 over 4G. And here we come over the cloud. Look at that. Fucking dark. Like, look at this shit. It's like pitch dark. I run a hedge fund. Alright, so yo, I hope let me see. I checked the winds. I didn't check the visibility. The visibility is 10 miles. It's going to be overcast until 4,700. Okay, that's perfect. So we should be breaking out of the clouds very soon. A hedge fund? Come on, you know what a hedge fund is. Google it. It's so basically where all the bad guys work. Oh, there we go. Nice. Oh yeah. Yes, I do. You can open the doors from the outside. There is a blinking red light whenever the motion platform is on. And I have a sign that you could see right there that says caution. So basically Robert Combs, what's a hedge fund? Why did you work? Fuck me. Oh, okay, yeah, I get it. I know, it's okay, whatever, it's not a big deal. I don't give a shit. Yeah, so that sign is I mean, if you're a fucking idiot and you can't read, then it's not my problem, no? That's okay. Nothing wrong with being interested. I will answer your questions until you become a pain in the ass, and then I will just not answer the questions. But you're fine. Alright, let's go ahead. Flaps 1. We're gonna level off at 3,000. Oh yeah, you better clap a landing, unless of course I fuck up, then don't clap. Then do whatever emoticon makes you happy. But don't worry about it. I hear a nice clap coming. I'm gonna fucking nail this one. Oh man, look at those fucking lights. Beautiful. Okay, let's start slowing down. Pitch up. Flight attendants, please sit the fuck down for landing. Thank you. Flaps 5. And I have the river in sight. Yes, yeah. X-Plane is very nice. The thing is that ProSim is not really compatible with X-Plane. That's why I'm not using X-Plane. Otherwise I would, to be honest with you. Norwegian here can attest to that. Okay. Of course, yeah, don't worry about it. Alright, so let's see. What is my course? My course is gonna be a 186. You guys could keep chatting, but I'm not gonna answer any questions right now because I'm gonna focus. And once we start turning towards Darik, we can go ahead and put the landing gear down and fucking nail this bad boy. I'm gonna hear clapping. Okay, so I have the river in sight. Actually, I don't see a river, I just see a strip of no lights, which I assume is a river. Oh man, why do they do this? Fucking ProSim. I swear to God. Swear to God, fucking ProSim is so fucking annoying. Jesus Christ. Ever since I went to ProSim 2, I keep getting these fucking things. ProSim just fucking crashes. I don't like that. That pisses me off a lot. But it's okay, because all we have to do right now is, that means that we won't have a route, we just gotta literally follow the river. Okay, so now alright, so this is the tricky part. Everything is reset right now, so what we need to do is we need to go ahead and put this on. And that's it. Actually, fuck it. We'll fly this shit like a Cessna. It's not a big deal. Yeah, we just fly this motherfucker like a Cessna, and that's it. I mean, I was hand flying anyway, so let me just go to the instruction station and get rid of all that garbage that's going on here, and then we are set to go. So Boomba, we're gonna go like this. Failures, all this piece of shit, get out of my face right now. Okay, perfect. And now we are going to go like this and like this. I hate when the fucking ProSim does this. It pisses me off so much. KADCA Arnav runway 19, Arnav runway 19, Fergie, and basically we are going direct Darik, and that's it. Perfect. Okay, now I'm gonna unpause. I'm gonna get knocked the fuck around because the motion platform is gonna start. It's gonna start. There we go. That wasn't that bad. Okay, flaps 15. Let's go full flaps. We call it, what was it? It was 141. Alright, river in sight. Yep. Yep. Yes, big time. Yeah, if I land hard, I will I will hurt my back for sure. Speed brake armed.
Approaching 19.
100. Approaching minimums. 50, 40, 30, 20. 10. Minimums.
Ah, thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Good evening. Welcome to Washington, D.C., where the local time is 7:16 p.m. At this time, you can take a pair of tweezers and slowly start removing your iPhone from your ass, but still keep it on airplane mode until we are safely parked at the gate. If you have a connecting flight, you can go look in the screens outside. And on behalf of Delta Airlines, I want to thank you for flying with us. I know that you have a choice of airlines, and I appreciate you choosing Delta. Thank you, and fuck you all. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. And as usual, when we come into DCA, what I do is I park my plane on top of Donald Trump's 757 because the developer of the scenery refuses to allow us to take it off. So that is my way of saying I'm banging him in the ass. APU is coming on. No, you keep your fucking ass in the seat. You keep those ass cheeks close together in the seat until I say so. No, they're not gonna scramble shit, don't worry. I might as well just put the cost in the description, right? That's the first thing that people ask. Contact me privately, I will talk to you about it. Alright, so APU is on. We are now self-sustainable, and we're gonna go hump Trump 757. There we go. Bend over, because I'm coming. Bend over. There we go. Bend over, because I'm coming to get you. Flight attendants, prepare for arrival and cross-check. All right. Look, see, we parked right on top of this ass, see? Boom. Trump 757, nope. Nope. That's me. Okay, so we are going to do a birthday dinner and have lots of wine, so that means that I probably will stream tonight and I will be very incoherent. So I apologize in advance if I'm gonna say some stupid shit that will offend you. I'm sorry about that. Oh, thank you so much. And guys, thank you everybody for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And hopefully you guys will follow me and you will join me on future flights, no? Okay, so let's see, a ver. Thank you so much, Country Aviator. Thank you very much. Have a good one, okay? Thank you, you piece of shit. Thank you, Mr. Robert, piece of shit, for the happy birthday wishes. Okay, motherfuckers. Press the follow so you can join me on the next flight.